The Article 5 convention process,
Okay.
and that was placed into the Constitution unanimously by the framers because they predicted what would happen, what has happened with our federal government. It's become overgrown, overspending, overreaching, overstepping its constitutional limits. This gives the states the power.
What's it require to get, how many?
Two-thirds.
Two-thirds
34
of the
states have to apply
Okay.
to Congress for an Article 5 convention.
Have any yet?
These 13 states.
These 13.
Since these people, now Ben Shapiro, millennial leaders Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk have endorsed Convention of States. Judge Andrew Napolitano.
Isn't the risk that the liberals take over the convention and make things way too left-wing?
Virtually none. There's a number of safeguards built into the process to prevent that from happening. One is our convention will have 3 subject areas that the delegates have to stay within. These 3 subject areas are on our uniform application. All states that pass our application have these 3 subject areas in it. So, for one, by parliamentary rules of order, the delegates have to stay within these. There is also legislation, state legislation, requiring the delegates to follow their instructions. Right now, our emphasis is on building the grassroots. That's the key. In fact, Convention of States has chosen for their mission is to build a large grassroots army of self-governing activists across the nation. That's the mission. We believe that's the key to the success of achieving the goals. 3.8 million Americans now support Convention of States across the nation. In New Jersey, we have 27,000 New Jerseyans have signed our petition and growing. There's a long, diverse, and growing list of prominent, respected Americans who have endorsed Convention of States, including President and former governors, U.S. senators, congressmen.
Yeah, definitely in supportive of this. That's
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
If you have any questions, let us know. Can I give you my card?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 3 subject areas.
I'd love to be able to help out state in my district.
We have a great team in New Jersey, and we're always looking for people to get active with us as volunteers. And our whole team in New Jersey is volunteer. Virtually the whole project is volunteer. Can I add my opinion? One element of this, in my opinion, is that taking some power away from the federal government, which is part of our goal, will increase competition between the states.
Okay.
The way it is now with power centralized, it dampens competition between the states. So if
Competition in what sense?
states compete with one another, right? They compete for people. People move from one state to
okay.
For example, every framer agreed to putting that into Article 5.
I'm just not seeing the path to get there with the current state of affairs. That's
Path?
what I'm concerned.
It's a great point. I'll tell you an answer to that. The path to get there is the mission that Convention of States has chosen, which is to build a large grassroots army of self-governing citizen activists from across the nation. That army will carry tremendous power with it.
Okay.
Power, political power.
Influence.
Yes.
Yes.
At the state level.
We have to start standing up for our rights and not let them in Washington just run over. And that's basically what this is all about.
Article 5 says that the states can have a convention of delegates. The delegates can discuss and propose amendments to the Constitution. And those amendments can be ratified by the states to become part of the Constitution. Wrong people get in charge of Congress.
Look who we elected in New Jersey.
Also, there's many strong safeguards in place for an Article 5 convention. Very strong safeguards.
So, does your organization propose specific
No.
amendments?
Our organization has 3 subject areas that the convention has to stay within, the delegates have to stay within. One is fiscal restraints, spending or taxing limits. Number 2 is term limits for members of Congress and federal officials, which could include federal judges and Supreme Court justices. The third area is to limit the size, scope, and power of the federal government. Any amendment that falls within those 3 subject areas is game for the convention.
But that's only, is that based on the resolutions that
Yes.
the states have passed? They've
Yes.
all agreed to those limitations?
Yes, our application is uniform from one state to another.
Okay.
So by that
Because
token,
sometimes
there's
I would
no
think-
issues of counting them together. There's been debate on other Article 5 applications of whether they can be counted together because they're of different subjects, different proposed amendments.
Right.
Not so with ours because, again, it's a uniform application.
He say, oh, I would like to go there. If you let me go, I would like to chase the bad guy in the police car. He said, he was laughing. He said, no, that doesn't work like that. You got to go to the army, be a police. I say, okay, so you want to go?
Our primary sponsor in Illinois is a Democrat state lawmaker. Hawaii. All of our sponsors in Hawaii are Democrats. We're working on that in New Jersey to get some New Jersey state lawmakers who are Democrats to come on board. We're meeting with them. We've met with them. We're hopeful to get some. Right now, we have 20 sitting New Jersey lawmakers who have sponsored or co-sponsored our resolution, which is 1/6 of the New Jersey legislature.
In the Assembly or in the Senate?
Both. I think we have 7 in the Senate and 13 assembly women or men. New Hampshire, Maine, Hawaii all have Democrat state lawmakers who are sponsoring our resolution in those states. So we're making great progress. 3.8 million Americans support Convention of States, even though many people like you haven't heard of it before, but we're changing that. In New Jersey, 28,000 New Jerseyans plus have signed our petition already. So that's the nutshell. You got the elevator pitch right there, what we're doing. This, as I said, the founders predicted what has happened, and they gave us this solution. Because they knew at some point this was probably going to happen. They were very smart.
Okay.
Thank you so much
Thank you.
for supporting us.
Yes, and
Nice to meet you.
give a call to Lou when you call the office up there. All right.
Will do. Thanks.
Thank you. Good
Take
luck.
care. Thanks.
Yes.